Tervehdys kaikille ja tervetuloa jälleen perusteiden pariin. Tässä kannattaa tosiaan muistaa tässä näin, että ihan niin kuin minä itsekin olen taiteillut tässä noin 15 vuotta ja nyt palaan itsekin näihin perusteisiin, jotka täydentävät sitä taiteen tekemistä. Eli ei kannata välttämättä heittää toivoa ojaan, jos nämä tuntuvat vielä kenties vähän turhauttavilta. Jatketaan taiteilua ja palataan aina perusteisiin, kun on tarvetta. Hello and welcome, Tina.
Good day, everybody. So we are going to go from the shading and all the elaborate things we did yesterday, and I'm going to show you some very basic tricks. Now, they are tricks because we are simply taking a flat piece of paper and a pencil, and we're creating the illusion of everything that runs through our mind. Now, some of you are going to go, oh, it's boring. I don't want to do this. And it's like, no. Let's do it, because you're going to go from simple drawings, okay? Now this, I'm not showing off. I am showing where you can head to. So these are some of my drawings, okay? You can find me on Instagram, and you can create beautiful illusions. Oops, sorry about the lamp. Oh, it's the overhead. Wait, let me change this because it's frustrating to me. Yeah. Okay, that's better. That reflecting light from the top. Okay. So everything starts off very simply. But how do we get that form? So we have to look at, is it a triangle? Is it a half circle? How does it work? And this is where it starts. Then you can build from there. You can do really elaborate things. You've seen this mouse drawing that I've done. That's a pen. And then we have to understand shape. Can you see? It's two trapezoids. And you're saying, Tina, I can just outline it. Fine. But we want to build so we can change reality. We have to understand what works and what doesn't work. And then we can really create some nice forms. If you want to create good fantasy, you have to base it in some reality. Okay? My electric kitty. So I took photo reference and thought about what is a cat? Okay, it's a circle. Kittens especially are more of a circle. As they get older, they change shape. Ellipse, triangle, little ellipses. I lined up the drawing. I looked at what big shape the kitten is. It's a trapezoid, short and long at the base. Short, rather vertical line. This is a diagonal line. You're going, I don't want to draw like that. You don't have to draw like this. I'm just giving you some options for control. Then I put it through, I did a lot of color pencil work. Remember our radial from the center out? We use this in the eye. We use this in a lot of things. We used this yesterday for our shading, our shadow. And then we can create an aura. We're going to get to this point. We're all going to be able to do this. Then I decided to have some fun, and I put it through different color processes. And I was very happy with my electric kitty. These are really old. These are very old drawings. And I like faces. So she's an underwater goddess. Okay, we've done all of this. We've done these basics now. Curved lines to create the illusion of roundness. Everything in this drawing has curved lines. And you're welcome to go to my Instagram page and look at these. I wanted her behind a piece of silk or gauze. So what I had to do is I went ahead, set up the entire drawing, overlapping, and then I very carefully lifted out this part of the drawing. Very carefully. I didn't rub. No, I pulled it up and then went back in to create that illusion of a veil. Line work, overlapping. Okay, so let's do today's lesson. Okay, this is fun. There we go. This is black paper and white ink. Okay, so Art Lady Tina, Instagram. I hope I can inspire you. Okay, and here we go. Do your warm-ups. Do your warm-ups. If you have already done your warm-ups, terrific. If not, do them.
Eli lämmittelitteko?
Okay. So today's lesson is in, on, above, and through. Okay.
Onko se niin kuin sisällä, ulkona ja yläpuolella ja lävitse?
Remember, don't worry. Put lots of extra lines. Lots of extra lines. Then you pick out the lines that you like. I cleaned up my desk, so now I'm in trouble. I have to drag everything out again. This is one habit that I have tried to instill in my students and myself. Now I'm going to put the light above. I got a new lamp, so I might change desks, and we'll have better lighting next time. But I have all of these extra lines. Now I can pick and choose what I want to keep, what works best. Remember, you can always change your mind.
Yeah, it's like even this warm-up page was total mess. Still, I managed to draw the wood above it.
It's gorgeous.
It doesn't matter if it's all messy.
It's gorgeous. Let me see that again. Bring that page back. Let's see that again. I love the shadow that you created. The depth. So we have that ellipse shape overlapping the wood. That is so much fun. Look at your little raccoon heads, the little funny animals.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. But is it a little easier now? More relaxed to draw them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Love it. Okay. So now I want this to be opaque.
Can you set a little more to the center? Yes.
Okay, and then I'll move. All right. So you know how to do these. Make sure this is a curve and not pointed. So we're going to I want to put something in the cylinder. So I'm going to make it opaque. Light cannot go through it. So it's like metal or wood or ceramic, I can't see through it. How do we put something in something else? This is the trick. Here comes the trick. I'm just going to put a lump in this. I'm going to put a ball inside here. Here's the trick. So if this is line A, okay, this is A, and from here down, this is B, and this is C, okay, because we've erased this line. This is the trick for putting something in something else. Here it is. On line B, we make sure that this is touching. This start line is touching line B.
Eli kun laitetaan pallo tonne sisään, niin se koskettaa tätä B-viivaa.
Now we can use some of our shading tricks that we learned yesterday. You can bring your lines closer together here and make them farther apart here. So we have a light source, okay? And then if you want to, you can come in and shade here. This is just to differentiate. Not a serious technical drawing. Don't worry about that. So this is in. Something inside of something else.
Mikä on sisällä?
Sisällä.
Sisällä, yeah, inside.
Sisällä. Okay. Ooh, I should write that. Sisällä. S-I-S-A-L-L-A with umlauts on both? No, accent.
Yeah. Sisällä.
Sisällä. Did I get that right? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's an umlaut or an accent.
It's a
So I mean, but two dots.
Yeah, two dots. Yeah.
Okay. Sisällä.
Sisällä.
Sisällä. In
Finnish, there's a lot of which are not in English.
There's a lot of stuff that's not in English.
Yeah.
Sisällä. Okay, cool. I'm going to get smarter. Thank you for teaching me. Okay.
Yeah, so it's inside, like inside a house.
Okay.
Inside, yeah.
So let's do we did these before, but let's do some things that are inside other things. So again, go around. Let's take a half circle.
Puoliympyrä ja ellipsi, juu.
Make lots of lines. Relax, okay? So we get this nice... You can go ahead and make an entire circle and then drop the ellipse in and take away what you don't need. So then we come down. We're making a smaller cylinder here. This is called a foot, the foot of a bowl. And then we can create ice cream or rice or whatever. Something. Again, here's the trick right here. Then I use my eraser. This touches here. This touches here. We're doing line art right now. We can go back in and do shading later. I want you to understand the principle of the illusions. We could spend all day making this look beautiful with shadows and textures and little bits of rice grain or ice cream. We can make it look like a scoop of ice cream by adding some curved lines for texture. And then, of course, we can do our shading, but I just want a few lines just to tell you what you can do with it later. Okay? So in. Now, what about this? I hope I'm in the screen here.
Yeah.
Leave some space around this. Our good friend, the cube. You decide if you want to make a trapezoid, so we're looking straight at it. And then by adding these two small lines, let's move in there. So it was the square. We added this short line. Let me start again. We have our square. You can add a line. It can extend. It doesn't matter. Then our vanishing point. So this turns into a trapezoid. Then we can add two short lines. And suddenly we have an open box.
Näin meillä on avoin laatikko. Kahdella viivalla. Magic.
Ta-da! Okay, now I want to make, this is nonsense. This is like, just have fun with cartooning. I want something coming out of the box. It doesn't matter what it is. Then my overlap is taking place. Here's the trick right here. This is the point right here and right here. This goes over, then I can erase what's behind. Using our cylinder trick with curved lines. You can make a total nonsensical drawing and have fun with it. This is the ellipse that we just did. We just did this. The way we did some shading yesterday. We can even shade this in here for some depth. Clean it up with your eraser. Perfect. So this is all about in. Don't worry about this bottom shading. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay. A lot of parents want to teach their children drawing, and they are afraid. Like the parents are afraid. It's like, oh, I can't draw well enough. There are teachers, when I've gone into a classroom, and one of the teachers said, if you don't mind, I thought this was really funny. She says, if you don't mind, I'm going to draw with the children because I am a terrible artist. I cannot draw. And I said, that's lovely. I love it when the teachers are drawing with the kids.
Yeah.
And this is a true story. One teacher said, okay, it's like I have so many things to do. So she was treating me like a babysitter. I was there to entertain her children, so she had half an hour or an hour to correct papers. And I said, fine. This is like I'm here for the children and I am at your disposal. So she started watching what I was doing, and I could see her because she was in the back of the room facing me. And pretty soon her pencil stopped moving. And then she was just watching. And then she stopped correcting papers, got out a piece of paper, and started drawing with us.
Cool.
And that made me very, very happy. Okay. So
yeah, art is addictive when you dive into it.
It is. I love it. Time disappears.
I always like lost time and the world around me, and I'm just diving in what I'm doing.
I love it. Good. Good. I truly believe art is so necessary for sanity.
Yes, it can heal also negativity within us.
Okay, so those are all the lines. Now, you don't have to erase these lines. I want you to see how it works. And I love that we're on film, or not film, we're electronically reproduced. So you can look at this time and time again and like, how did that happen? Pretty soon things become automatic. Overlapping is taking place. Something is in front of something else. We have our highlight, so I'm just going over this. Remember what this lesson is all about. This lesson is about in. I want these plants inside the box. And this is it right here. This is the trick. This line is for in. If things touch this line, they will automatically go inside. If you want, you can even bring up the soil level a little bit in the back. And then, but I don't want to confuse you with that. We're just going to do in. If you notice, just by crossing over here, if you look back at some lessons that we've covered, we've already done this trick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love to hear you laugh. That means something has amused you.
Yeah, because I don't know how to say it. I was about to say something, but I don't know how.
Okay.
Eli nämä, mitä me käytiin jo silloin, kun me tehtiin näitä muotoja. Eli tehdään se X.
You can change, this is an HB, which is getting a little bit light. And this is, I'm using a very dark 3B just to bring this out a little bit. Bugs got to this. Yum, yum. Okay. When I'm erasing a straight line, I will turn it so I can see what I'm erasing. I can't see if my hand is over stuff. So I have to make sure that my hand is clear so I can see what I'm erasing. And there we go. Okay. So now you know about in. Wait. Don't get seasick. Sorry. In. Let's move to on. Okay, so this is the basic thing for in. Beautiful. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
We're sculpting. Okay, now we're going to move to on. So let me get my focus. Otherwise, everything's going to go blurry. Am I on screen?
Yes.
Okay. So on is going to be something touching something else. Okay, it's going to be touching surfaces. So we're starting off with our cylinder. You can see I've curved this, so it really creates more depth. Actually, maybe, let me make it a little shallower. They're not quite parallel, almost parallel. Okay, for on to work, it is going to be the opposite of this. We had to have this touch. We had to have it touch this line. For on to work, I can move this anywhere I want, but we're going to make it very simplistic. I'm going to put the ball, the circle, touching the center, and it cannot touch. It cannot touch. Now I'm going to use shading to really help me. This is understandable like this, okay? But it's a little difficult. So I'm going to take my light source from here. It's going to hit here. The light's going to spread a little bit. And we're going to, well, I'd like it up higher, but for our purposes, we're going to use some curved shading, curved lines. And then remember, this is important, curved lines make things look round. Straight lines make things look flat.
Kaarevat viivat tekee muodoista pyöreitä ja suorat viivat tekee litteitä.
Oh, what's the Finnish word for on? I need my Finnish word for on.
Päällä.
Alla.
Päällä.
Alla.
I write it here.
Alla.
Päällä.
Oh, päällä. Oh, cool. This is so cool.
Päällä.
Oh, 2 A's.
Yes.
Umlaut. Oh, this must be fun in script. Okay, you did it all in caps. Okay, I have to learn the Finnish alphabet. I have to write it.
It doesn't matter. Do you write it tiny letters? What do you call it?
Uppercase and lowercase.
Yes, uppercase tiny.
We say big letters and small letters when we're little. Use a big letter, use a small letter, and then as we get older, it's uppercase, lowercase. Pala.
Päällä.
Pala. How fun. Okay. Now I've shaded the sphere, and I need to clean this up so we understand. Remember, our light sources is coming from above. This, okay, Tina, how big do I make this? Just come out just a little bit. Just a little bit from here. Doot, 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 doot. Then straight lines, but I'm making an ellipse. I'm making an ellipse, an elliptical shadow, but I'm going to use straight lines.
Eli suoria viivoja tuohon alle.
Straight lines to create this curved shadow. Then this gets darker here and lighter towards the edge. Darker in the center. Then as the light spreads, we're dealing with particles and wavelengths. And now it looks more like it's on it. Remember, there's always more than one way to draw a shape. This time I started at the top, parallel lines, made my angle lines. I can change the angle. There's my point of contact. Okay, you know all those exercises I've been making everybody do where you're going like that, and then you go like that, and you go like that. That's what this is for.
Yeah.
Darker, lighter, ellipse. Then I can clean it up a little bit. Oop, I don't like that line, but I want a little bit more here. But these are straight lines. These are straight lines. They don't curve. No. This curves. But I'm going to get rid of this line first. Okay?